Hello there. I'm Aaron Cooper. I'm the president of the Fairfield Christian Academy Band Boosters. And on behalf of the Fairfield Christian Academy Band and the media team, we've prepared an all-in-one video to help you get started with marching band and concert band and the basic fundamentals of what you're going to be learning. We really appreciate you joining the band, and we're excited, and we hope you have a great time here at FCA with the marching band. Learning to play an instrument and read music takes time, effort, and patience to master. Likewise, learning to play and care for your instrument requires patience, love, and consideration. In Instrument 101, we will cover all the basics of your instrument and how to handle it. There are many instruments to choose from, each having multiple variations. So for the sake of time, we will focus on the three main instrument categories. First up is the woodwind family. Included are flutes, piccolos, saxophones, clarinets, oboes, and bassoons. Flutes and piccolos do not use reeds. Saxophones and clarinets use single reeds, while oboes and bassoons utilize double reeds to produce sound. After each, disassemble and clean out the instrument body and pieces using the provided tools in your case. Your keypads and reeds will need to be dried. Not cleaning the pads after each use will lead to expensive repairs. Some recommended reed brands are Rico Royal and Van Doren Standard, with a starter reed strength of 2.5 for saxophones and 2 for clarinets. A properly maintained reed will play for about 20 hours. The life expectancy will peak between half and 2/3 of its life. You should have 3 to 5 reeds at all times. By having a rotation of multiple reeds, a reed can be promoted or demoted during its life. If you chip a reed right before a performance, you will not have to start with a new reed. Included in the brass family are trumpets, trombones, sousaphones, French horns, tubas, and baritones. Instead of a reed on a woodwind, brass instruments have a metal mouthpiece to buzz into. Different notes are played by moving keys, slides, or simple embouchure. You should lube your valves once a week, giving it thorough cleaning every month. On a trombone, you should clean and lube the slide weekly. Regarding your mouthpiece, you should keep it clean, sanitize it monthly, and by all means, don't drop it. Common percussion instruments are timpanis, xylophones, cymbals, triangles, snares, drums, bass drums, tambourines, maracas, gongs, and chimes. Beginners are recommended to buy a practice pad, different stick sets, and a drum key for tuning. The first thing to get down as a beginner is solid rhythm and reading different music. Practicing with a metronome will prove quite beneficial. Do not use incorrect sticks and tools on instruments, as they are easy to damage and expensive to repair. Percussionists should take ownership of their instruments and organized workspaces. There are 2 seasons of band throughout the year, marching band and concert band. The apparel between the two are quite different, but important nonetheless. Let's take a look, starting with your assigned marching band uniform. During band camp, you will be measured for a marching band uniform. Once you have been fitted for a uniform and proper alterations have been made, you will be given a number for the year. It will be displayed on the front of your uniform bag. It is your responsibility to maintain and take care of your uniform. Do your best not to get it dirty or torn. All uniforms get sent out for dry cleaning at the end of the season. This is what the front of your garment bag looks like. Your name and uniform number should be in the upper left. Open the bag with the zipper in the middle. Cautiously remove the coat hanger from the hole in the top as to not rip the garment bag. The uniform is 2 parts. Both are on the hanger. Unzip the uniform top and remove the pants. Unfold your pants, leaving the suspenders hanging to the sides for now. Slip your legs in and zip up the front. Now for the suspenders. Straighten the straps out and guide them over your shoulders. The suspenders are adjustable to your needs. Now for the top. Take the top uniform off the hanger and put it on like you would any other jacket. Take note of the hook at the front of the collar. You may need assistance from a fellow band member to latch the hook on the collar. Jackets should be zipped up at all times when out with the band unless otherwise instructed by the director. During warmer months, light clothing should be worn underneath, like the summer uniform shirt and shorts. Conversely, in the cooler months, warm layers should be worn underneath, but should not hang outside of the uniform. Now to take the uniform off, starting with the top, undo the latch and zipper, putting the top back on your coat hanger. Slide your suspenders off and unbutton the front before sliding the pants back under the hanger. Horizontally fold them in half, ensuring that the crease in the pant legs lay flat. Take the top of the pants and run it through the bottom ring of the hanger. You may now zip up the uniform top. Cautiously run the hanger hook through the top of the garment bag and guide the uniform in. You may need to guide the sides and the lower uniform into the bag. Zip up the bag and you are done. If at any time your name tag becomes loose or falls from its slot, open the bag to access the back transparent pouch. Marching season is often considered many people's favorite time of year. For as fun as it can be, marching is considered a physical exercise, sometimes demanding. There are strict commands, positions, and actions that are required in marching band, as the modern-day marching fundamentals were inspired from real military bands back in the day. In this chapter, we will take a closer look at the commands and components of marching. When the band is waiting, ready to perform, you will be standing at parade rest. At parade rest, your feet should be shoulder-width apart. Your left hand should cuff your right hand in front of you, relaxed at the waist. Your head should be slightly tilted down, but you are free to look around. You are relaxed while not in attention, but you should still be listening for command. Starting at parade rest, you will follow the according command. Detail, attend hut. At the end of the command, you are to snap your legs together, bring your cuffed hands up, and shout, Knights! Your feet should take a 45-degree angle, while your hands should be up and at head level. We now introduce what's often called the 1,000-yard stare. Find something in the far distance to fix your eyes on and lock your visual attention. You are silently listening for field commands. While at attention, you should not be moving or fiddling. You should not talk or acknowledge anything or anyone around you. Be sure not to lock your knees, as that will cut off the circulation, causing you to faint. While standing at attention, the field commander to return to parade rest is Band, parade rest! You are to return to parade rest formation in 2 beats. The first beat is a rest, as you shout, Who? On the second beat, Ra! On the second beat, you shall return to parade rest in a snapping motion. When looking at the football field, notice the yard lines. When you are marching on or off the field, it should take 8 steps to march 5 yards. The standard 8-step count is referred to as 8 to 5. The time has come to learn how to march. After all, marching is what makes a marching band. When marching, bands use different commands and types of marching styles. The most common style is referred to as the roll step. When marching, start with your left heel on beat 1. Beat 2 should hit with your right heel, and so on. There should be a noticeable difference between marching with a roll step and regular walking. The roll step is relatively similar to the way you walk, but exaggerated. Your toes should be on high as your foot hits the ground, starting with your heel. Imagine rolling a tube of toothpaste with your foot. Now that you know how to march on beat, the next thing to know is how to stay on beat without moving. The term for this is marking time. When marking time, lift your heels while keeping your toes anchored. Now that you understand how to march on a field and mark time, the next thing to know is your facings. When given the proper face command, the band will turn in the appropriate direction at the same time. Let's start with the left face. When turning left and are given the command, Band, left face, you are to rotate within 2 beats. On beat 1, you shall turn 90 degrees to the left. Your left heel should be anchored with your right toes anchored. Your left heel serves as the swivel point, while your right toes give you momentum. On beat 2, your right foot should click back into attention. Right face is just like left face, but the opposite swivel points. Your left toes should push you with your right heel anchored. Turn 90 degrees with your left foot, snapping back on beat 2. About face. The third and final command you need to know is about face. When given the command, band, about face, you are turning left to do a 180 within 4 beats, shouting FCA. Beat 1, the band stands still while shouting rest. Beat 2, your right foot should come in front of your left foot. While doing so, shout F. Beat 3, use your right toes to give yourself momentum left, using your left heel as your swivel point. You are to do a complete 180 on this single beat, shouting C. Beat 4, you should now be facing the opposite direction that you were 10 seconds ago. On this beat, your right foot should swing from behind you and back into attention position. As your foot comes back into place, shout A.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. I'm Joel Porter, class of 2023, and I made this video in regards to my senior project, not because I wanted to make something that was based on my skill sets, but more because I wanted to make something that I felt was meaningful, both to me and the people around me, especially those younger. You see, all of my all-time favorite high school memories, and middle school memories too, were made in band, mostly marching band. But for the same reasons, I hope to see all of you stick to it, stick around, work hard, but most importantly, enjoy band for what it is. Go Knights!